Brace yourself. You're listening to the Brace Radio.
They are putting an end to Internet Explorer, Nick.
Nah, man, I've already moved to the new generation. I'm on Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, the only thing you do is edge yourself. It was Microsoft Internet Explorer. Was that the number one internet browser to get caught on? Like, because our generation growing up, it was Internet Explorer, and then Firefox came onto the scene. But I feel like everybody got caught using Internet Explorer because they didn't delete their cookies.
Oh yeah, dude, it took me a long time to figure out how to delete my browsing history. It took me a long time.
I still don't really know how to do it, if we're being honest. Like, I remember my friend walking me through how to do it when we were in middle school or high school, like freshman year, and I didn't know. The same kid also used to just print out porn pictures and just hand me a folder of it, and I was like, what's this? It was just a picture of just porn. Like, he was essentially making his own Playboys and stapling them together. It was like he didn't 3-hole punch them and put them in a binder, but he three stapled them like they were a book. Like how you would do
I love the ingenuity.
I mean, it would just be, and it was like shitty like photoshops of like
Super pixelated
Megan Fox's face on like a girl that looks nothing like Megan Fox.
Dude, what is your friend the guy that fucking that photoshopped his wife's face on all the porn?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But I just remember him giving me that, and I was like, "What is this?" He's like, "Just open it up when you get home." And I went the entire day at school, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was so afraid I was gonna get caught with it. I just brought it out and just ripped it up and threw it in the outside trash can. Immediately thought I was gonna get caught.
The fact that you could wait the entire day to open it.
Well, I knew it was going to be something that wasn't good. I knew it was something I could not open in school.
I mean, you can find somewhere in school to like away for everyone and be like, okay, that's porn.
Yeah, I guess I could have like very quickly, but I didn't even want to take. Nick, I'm not a risk taker when it comes to getting in trouble. Will not do it. Nick, I didn't cut a class until I was like a junior in high school.
I mean, to each their own, Kyle. I mean, I would have looked immediately. He would have said, "Open it when you get home," and I'm telling you, as soon as he hands it to me, I glance. Well, in front of him. I mean, he could tell me, look me in the face, and say, "Don't open this till you get home." He hands it to me, I open it. Like that's. I don't care.
You're a risk taker. I'm risk adverse. What can we say? But yeah, no. I think that the only thing we ever got caught on, me or my brother, was like YouTube. And it was like horribly misspelled. It was like hot blonde girls, like and stuff like that. When it was never anything like really bad my parents caught, but it was definitely like hot blonde chicks, like hot blonde 20-year-old. And then we immediately tried to blame it on my dad, which like, you know, obviously 13-year-old, 14-year-old guys immediately passed the buck to each other. My brother probably passed it on to me. I passed it on to him. And then who was there not to defend themselves? My dad. So immediately he got the buck passed on him. And my mom said, I know it wasn't your father because he can at least spell blonde.
And you're like, fuck.
Kicking us while we're down. Just kicking us while we're down. But RIP to a legend, Microsoft fucking Internet Explorer. Did you ever have it? So when you were in school, did you have like your own personal logins? Like computer?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
So we had our own logins, but people would forget to log out all the time. There was multiple times where kids got caught trying to look at stuff they shouldn't have been. And they were like, it wasn't me. And they were like, it was literally logged into your computer name. Like literally was logged into your computer. Also, kids used to do the go to Google Images and you would type in like thong and then it would be like thong flip-flops would come up and then girls and thongs would come up. And it's like a way to navigate the child locks on your computers.
I don't know about all that. I mean, if they see the search history, it says thong, they're like, who the fuck in the right mind is looking up thong flip-flops? Who calls them thong flip-flops?
I don't know. But a guy with a foot fetish would, I can tell you that much. And that's not illegal, Nick. Can't hate on somebody because they like feet. Doesn't matter how.
Can you
old.
imagine the cybersecurity person of the school system, and he starts getting an influx of search histories, and it's just like feet.
Words that are I was gonna say, or innuendos of stuff, like stuff that could be a female or a male. No shit, no hate either way. Body part. It's like bulge. It's like, what are you looking at bulges for? But being a
Battle of the Bulge?
Yeah.
No.
Just
He's looking up dick pants.
I can vividly remember when we first got like the monitors into the room, like not in the monitors, the overhead projectors that were like the light bulb on them. And our teacher tried to look up Babe Ruth, and it came up like with like a porn star with the name Babe Ruth, and she like X'd out and immediately was like, no one say a word. It's like a pair of naked boobs in your 6th grade class. Not a bad little
gets the people going.
Yeah, not a bad pick me up to afternoon when you're tired.
She X'd it out. And immediately 3 hands shut up. I need to use the restroom.
Yeah, exactly. But being an IT cybersecurity guy in a middle school would be the fucking worst.
When I graduated high school, my original plan was to be an author, and then I realized that was aiming way too high for how mediocre of a person I am. And I was like, I just want to be a high school English teacher. And I told my girlfriend at the time, I said, I would teach elementary school and I would teach high school. I refuse to teach middle school.
If you teach middle school, you are a actual psychopath. There's no reason again, and I have a long-standing theory of this. I don't know if I've ever said it on the podcast before, but I have a very long-standing theory of this. Ages 12 to 15, 12 to 16, Lord of the Flies. You send your kid to an island. If they come back, they come back. They are absolute fucks. Kids are such fucks when they're like 12 to 15, 12 to 16. They're horrible.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing. I wouldn't teach middle school because like
they're mean.
6th to 9th grade, kids are fucked up. Kids like the whole like compassion thing hasn't really kicked in, and kids are so focused on, I don't know, just like their tiny sphere of influence.
Mm-hmm.
That like I remember thinking like how important it was to be cool, and like picking on kids that were different because I was so interested in being cool. And like looking back, like, oh my God, it makes my skin crawl because like, dude, those weird kids
are now like CEOs.
Like my best friends now.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's very weird, the dynamic of going from 5th to 6th grade, because that's the first time you're ever going from like one school to another, at least for me. And the size difference of 6th graders to 8th graders is so dramatic and so intimidating. It's like, I gotta be a cool kid. I gotta figure out. And I was the furthest thing from the cool kid. Actually, usually I was like the last kid in like the somewhat cool circle.
You were cool adjacent.
Yeah, well, I played sports, so I was like, look, I wasn't kissing any girls. Let's just put it that way. I wasn't hugging anybody in the hallway. Let's put it that way. But I was on the sports team, and I had figured out a niche of being like sarcastically funny, and funny enough that people didn't make fun of me for being dyslexic and not being able to spell. So that's how I was able to hang around. Again, not cool, but I was cool adjacent.